Hey guys, Joseph here. Today I'd like to talk to you about, you could say, just to ponder a question about your life and my life. When you think about your dreams in life or your goals, you think they can be to be a millionaire, to have as much celebrity or wealth or health or a variety of things in your life, an adventure, whatever it may be for you. We have this dream. I mean, even imagine this. Imagine at night you begin to dream and you begin to become conscious. You begin to lucid dream. And really lucid dreaming means to be consciously aware that you're dreaming, which means you can begin to construct your own dream. Now imagine you go to sleep and you begin to construct your own dream. And this dream is about your perfect life. Now, as you consider that, consider what you might do. You might go and see the most beautiful sights on earth. You might be able to just see, create a paradise in your own reality, where you see the most beautiful colors, the most beautiful views. You begin to have the most perfect health. You begin to have all the wealth that you desire. I mean, in fact, you won't even need money because it's just there whenever you need it, or everything is for free for you in this perfect reality, this dream that you're constructing. You have the house that you desire, the relationship you desire, and you achieve all the type of things that you would like to achieve in life. And when you get to that point, you'll be thinking, well, I've got everything now. And the chances are you'll begin to think, well, actually I want some adventure maybe, or some excitement, where you begin to create maybe journeys or adventures or things which you can conquer maybe, like winning something, achieving something. It could be having a nemesis in the dream. It could be saving someone or saving something, and it just gives you that level of energy in this perfect reality. And it might be even made up things. It could be real things, it could be made up things, and you begin to really immerse yourself in this, from this paradise into this excitement. Because when you think about it, if you're always happy, you want something contrary to happy. Or if you're always just at peace, maybe you'd want more energy rather than just being peaceful. So you begin to create these alternative ideas in this dream of yours. And these come with the level of energy which give you could say, variety or excitement or even fear. Things which you think, well, this could be hard for me to do, and because that fuels you, that excitement of can you do it? Can you achieve that in this dream? Will cause you to feel like you're really living a type of life in this dream, which gives you adventure or excitement, even sometimes of fear. Sometimes in this reality, you'll maybe actually want to feel sad. Because after that period of time of having had all the peace and maybe the ideal reality, you choose to consciously want something which gives you that variety. Things which, because you've had the security, but now you want variety. You've had the peace and now you want maybe some more energy. You've had the beautiful views and now you want something else other than that. So you're wanting the variety, you're wanting the excitement, you want even the fear slightly, because it makes you kind of push yourself to the limit. You want to push your body, you want to go and do that thing which maybe scares you, because it really tells you that you're living. So throughout this dream, you actually become conscious that you want other things other than the so-called perfect reality. And then when you consider that you've got the variety, you've got the excitement, you've got the security, but the lack of security. You've got the confidence, but you've got those times where you maybe not so confident, but you're going to do it anyway. You've got the freedom, but you've also got that level of control over your life. So it's always this scale of opposites. And when you begin to consider that as a metaphor, we realize that that is where we are right now. But at the end of the day, if you had that ability in your dream to have everything perfect, the ideal, you would actually eventually, whether it be a week, a month, a year in that dream, choose variety or scarcity or something which makes you move, something which makes you sing, something which really pushes you, which allows you to live beyond your comfort zone. So when you consider that, that is where we are right now in our life. We actually realize that right here is the dream, because you can still achieve all the goals that you want. And it accompanies that excitement, that fear, that doubt, that variety, that security, but lack of security. It's all here in this moment. So always remember that, yes, we can dream our life away. We can have big goals in our mind, but realize that the journey to those goals, the journey to achieving or to succeeding in your health, relationships, your career, the conscious awareness that you have an issue and you're now consciously working on it, that you're putting yourself first, that you're really thriving and going for your goal, you're taking massive and inspired action. That is what life is about. It's not about the perfect. It's about living wherever you are, doing whatever you desire, realizing that in the dream there were no rules, but eventually you thought, well, actually, I want variety. I want something which may be stopping me. I want something which will test me and push me forward. So realize that, yes, we live in this rule-based world. We can't just construct things like that, but we can bend the rules. We can really push ourselves to live the life that we desire. Because I really believe that where we are right now, I mean, I go through stress occasionally. I've had some stress recently, which I've talked about in previous videos. But when I think about it, would I really change it? Well, partly, I guess, I'll be truthful. Yeah, there's some things I would like to change. But on the whole, I wouldn't really want to change anything. Because it's showing me that I'm alive. It's showing me and it's showing you that there's something to conquer. There's something to challenge myself. There's something, if I climb up the mountain and I think I'm pushing myself and I get to the peak and I think, thank goodness it's over. Only to look up and realize there's another level, another peak. Yes, we can feel down, but ultimately, we're going to thrive in that journey. We're going to want that variety. We're going to want that challenge in our life. So always be thankful for where you are and realize that we can wish our life away. We can continuously dream, but the chances are once you've got your perfect reality, you will very quickly get bored of that and want something new. Because life is a variety of experiences. In fact, someone sent me an email just a couple of weeks ago saying, why do we come into this earth? And I mean, the whole idea is like on the spiritual side. I mean, I don't really mind what your philosophy is, your spirituality, your religion. I mean, I really believe and respect all, so I'm all cool with that. But the question was based on this, and it'll give you just a good idea of if we were in a place of oneness before we came here, why would we come in here and experience the dramas or the traumas, the fears and the doubts? Why wouldn't we just want to create a life where we're always whole, always peaceful, always just love, and just being in the moment, always being just everything that ever was and just being connected? And all I replied was, the chances are we want variety. We want to experience different things. Everything we go through as well is a learning which adds to maybe our soul, adds to our human experience, it adds to the makeup of who we are, the evolution of who we are, passing down whatever your mindset is when it comes to that. I'm at peace with it. But whatever it is, it's a learning experience. We're overcoming, we're becoming one with ourselves along the way. We're really wanting that variety. So be really grateful for where you are at times and realize this is part of a journey, that there is things to overcome and that we actually want variety. And sometimes we want to push ourselves to the limit. I know when I've worked out a year and a half ago, I ran 30 miles in one straight sitting. And before I did that, I was like, this is going to really push me. This is going to be the biggest thing I have ever done, because 2 or 3 months before that, I couldn't even run 500 meters. I really couldn't run 500 meters without stopping. But that level of stress, that challenge to me, was something which was fueling my desire to be more than I am, to really expand myself, expand my comfort zone, experience new adventures, to do all these things, whether it's to travel the world, to change your health, change your relationships, change your career, to follow your passion. Whatever it is, we desire these changes to grow and to learn, to evolve ourselves. And that is the beauty of life. So really, when we consider if we could create our own reality, the chances are this would be it. You might not believe that right now, but if you imagine the metaphor of going through every existence, of having everything that you wanted, the ideal reality, the chances are you'd get bored of it, or you'd just get used to it, but you'd want that variety. You'd want that experience where you are taking actions, but you're reacting to the events unfolding around you, where you have choice, where you're flowing in the moment, where you're being in control, that you're allowing life to be a product of what you choose to create, not that one that is just created before you even thought about it. So remember that. I really think it's a good idea to contemplate and meditate over that, and realize that right here, right now, is where we want to be in many ways. Yes, there's things you may want to change, but that's a work in progress. That's a part of a journey which, once you've succeeded, letting go of maybe anxiety, depression, or fear, or phobia, low self-esteem, health, relationships, career, you'll look back and realize the journey was the important part. It may not feel like it right now, but it will be the most greatest learnings that we have. So just really thrive in this moment. Really appreciate in as much as you can do. So I hope you enjoy that. My name is Joseph Clough, and I will speak to you very soon. Many thanks and goodbye.